Hello everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. So you guys know it is July, so we are knee deep into the Barnes & Noble and Amazon Criterion Collection sale. That 50% off sale takes so much of my money every July and November, but what we're going to be talking about today is actually the July Dollar Tree movie wave. So I have a ridiculous haul here, and I'm breaking it down into two different parts because I went
nuts,
to say the least, over the past 2 days here. So I'm filming this on Friday night. I went out Thursday night on a whim just to check one of my local stores. They had, I hit the jackpot. They had a ton. Like, it was very evident that virtually no one had gone through those yet. They put them out recently. And so then today after work, I went out and hit like 4 more, I guess it was. So I've been to 5 stores total. I have over 80 items to show you guys in these upcoming, in these two parts here. So I split them up evenly amongst them. Tomorrow's video is going to be all horror, and then today is basically everything else. And so all different genres in today's video, including a couple of collectibles that I was able to find while I was out that I've been searching for. So yeah, over 40 items in today's video. I know it's stupid and dumb, but here I am. Keep in mind though, and I know before you mock me for my haul, which you have every right to do, keep in mind that this is basically 4 Criterion movies right now during the sale. I have 80 new items in my collection, and I spent what the cost would be on 4 Criterion films during this 50% off sale. Only 2 if you were buying outside of the sale. So I don't feel too badly. If I like 5 out of these 80, then I have more than made my money back. So I am really looking forward to this. This should be a lot of fun to talk through these and just tell you guys everything I was able to find. This wave, I think, was notably better than the previous wave. So this puts June's wave to shame. I am very happy with the things I was able to find here. So of course is going to be mostly DVDs, but I have a surprisingly large stack of Blu-rays, which we'll cover at the end. So yeah, let's just do it, guys. I am going to try to do this with as little editing as possible, just because there are so many here. If I don't go quickly, it's just going to be too long of a video. So I'm going to try to do these a lot quicker than I normally do, which I know, I say that all the time, but I'm serious this time, for reals. I want to go through these as quickly as I possibly can. So yeah, let's not waste any more time, guys. If you are enjoying these videos that I posted this weekend, which I should also mention, this is a Saturday video, which I don't typically do videos on Saturday. I am a Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday guy, but I wanted to get these out to you guys as soon as I could because I know you guys are interested to see what is out there. So when you're out shopping, you know what to look for. So a Saturday and then a Sunday video. So a big weekend here on the channel. If you do like these videos, please just give them a like down below. That really does help me out. But with all of that said, guys, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right into part 1 of my July Dollar Tree haul. So as we always do, I'll start with the collectibles, we'll move over to DVDs, and then I'll wrap it up with the Blu-rays. So I know a lot of you guys have been following all of my Dollar Tree hauls, and I am very fortunate for that. Thank you guys. And you've been reaching out to me on Instagram or Twitter and mentioning that you have been able to find more of the Masters of the Universe figures that I was able to find. I found Skeletor and He-Man in the June wave, I guess it was, and I've seen nothing since. Well, I was fortunate today. I have 2 more in that wave. There's only 1 more I need, but the first one here is Man at Arms, and you can see there. So some of these paint jobs on these are kind of iffy. Frankly, this one doesn't look perfect, but it's good enough. And then I also grabbed Merman, so gotta love Merman. So cool. Another one with kind of a questionable paint job, but they're $1, so I'm not going to complain. So there's 1 more I need. I cannot remember the name of it. Somebody did send me a picture on Instagram. Thank you. So I knew exactly what I was looking for, but I can't remember the character's name. But 1 more, and I'll have all 5 of these in the Masters of the Universe line. So these are just cool looking figures that I'm happy to add. I did see there are some Toy Story figures now. With everything else I bought, I just didn't want to stick these into the budget, the Toy Story one, so I figured I would just grab these since I already started collecting these, and eventually, maybe in the next wave, or maybe in between waves, I'll go back and find the Toy Story ones. But yeah, anyway, 2 more for Masters of the Universe, Merman, and what was this one again? Man at Arms. So only 1 more, and I'll have the complete Masters of the Universe line. So let me know if you guys have been able to find all of yours. Again, thank you guys so much for hitting me up on Instagram and Twitter, letting me know you have them if I I need them. I mentioned I wanted to try to find them first on my own just to kind of save all of us the hassle. And I only need one more now. So very cool finds. 2 more for my Masters of the Universe collectible collection, I guess. So now let's jump over to the DVDs. My goal in this video is to do as little editing as I need to throughout these different sections here, but we'll see. I mess up all the time. I just stutter on my words. I go crazy. So anyway, the first one here is the Spectacular Spider-Man Volume 1. So this, of course, is going to be different episodes. Actually, it's only episodes 1, 2, and 3 from the TV show, which is kind of disappointing, but at least it's 70 minutes still. So I don't know what it is, but my daughter, like, loves Spider-Man, at least the idea of Spider-Man. She always points him out whenever he's on like a blanket or she sees an action figure or just on a cup, whatever it is. She's always pointing out Spider-Man. So I don't know why, because I'm not the biggest Spider-Man guy. Like, I love Spider-Man, but there's more like Batman figures around my house than anything else. But she likes Spider-Man. She has a DVD player in the back of our car when we go on long road trips. So I figured this would be perfect to stick in the DVD player for her to check out. So yeah, excited to add that one. And then I found another one from the, oh no, actually this is from Uncorked, I guess. And a lot of these I noticed are from Uncorked Entertainment this time around. But this is My Pet Dinosaur. And this one just looked like a cute little family film. There's some poll quote on here. Oh, here it is. The best family film of the year from Andrew Buckner, whoever Andrew Buckner is. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, I don't know. It just looks like a cute little creature family film, something that should be interesting for me and my daughter to watch, and probably my wife too. And then we have a hero dog double feature. This is Max and Max 2, the White House hero. So I've heard of these movies in the past, but I'd never seen them before. And I figured, though I wasn't terribly interested in them like previously, since I was able to find them both for $1, so 50 cents each, I figured I would pick them up. I guess Max is like a war dog who is now back from the war. He is a hero. I don't know what he did exactly, but he's a hero, and he's having a hard time connecting with anybody, but then he meets someone and they kind of go on a crazy adventure together. So sounds like it'll be pretty cute. And again, my daughter loves animals, so that's the main reason I grabbed it. And then a couple more for the family collection here. Actually, let's go to this one next. This is Sammy and Company Turtle Paradise, which the reason I grabbed this one is because of a Blu-ray I found, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But it's part of that Turtles universe, so I figured I would grab it. And this is from, what company is this? Momentum Pictures, who I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. This one looks decent enough. The animation looks cute, and that's sometimes all I need. And then we have one here with Brad Garrett, who I love. He is the older brother on Everybody Loves Raymond, and Jeff Foxworthy. This is The Aviators. So I don't know. It looks like very much just a clone of like The Rescuers or something. So I'm hoping this one will be pretty cute. It has a really good voice cast. I think Jeff Foxworthy's funny, and I love Brad Garrett. That's the real reason I grabbed this one, because Brad Garrett is fantastic, and Everybody Loves Raymond is just one of my favorite sitcoms of all time, so I had to support him. And then we have Thunderbirds. I put this one back the first night I went, Thursday night, but I decided to grab it this time around. This is a like reboot, I guess, or like a modern telling of Thunderbirds, which Thunderbirds are known because they were like the puppets, I guess. That was the style they were done in. If you know Team America World Police, that was kind of mimicking the Thunderbirds style. I have zero interest in watching the original Thunderbirds, but I figured this one might be pretty interesting. This one is from, I think, like 2000, I want to say 2004, so hopefully this one will be interesting. It does have a lot of special features on the back too, so maybe I'll like it enough to want to watch the special features. We'll see. But yeah, Thunderbirds, another one for the family collection. And then let's see, what do we got here? A couple more for family. The next one I thought just looked really fun. This is called The Jungle Bunch. So yeah, this is another one from, which company is this? Oh, this is from Shout. Oh, nice. I didn't even realize that. This is from Shout Kids. So very cool. I don't know. It just looks like a cute animated film. I love animated movies. You guys know I've been adding a lot of these to my collection, and it's because my daughter has been being more interested in watching these as the days go on here. So I've been adding more and more to my collection. Just whatever excuse I can find to add movies, I take it, I guess. But yeah, so I don't know. Looks cute. The Jungle Bunch, that should be fun. And then last but not least for the family collection here, I couldn't pass this up. I do own, I think, a couple of these already, but I mean, It's 10 movies for $1. That's ridiculous. This is the animation collection. So let me kind of read through these. There is The Reef 2, which I know I own The Reef because I had that one on Blu-ray. Actually, I got it sent to me a second time too, so I know I have that one. And then there's Animals United, Thor, Legend of the Magical Hammer, Adventure Planet, Dear Dracula, Delhi Safari, Axel, The Biggest Little Hero, Gulliver's Travels, Under Wraps, and A Monstrous Holiday. So this is all from Echo Bridge Home Entertainment. Yeah, I don't know, for $1. 10 films. So each of these movies cost me $0.10. That is an excellent deal. So yeah, that is the last one for the family collection. And I'm curious, I should open this because I'm kind of curious how many discs are actually in this. So let me do that real quick here, see if I can get it open without having to edit, which I know I'm going to edit at some point, but anyway, all right, let's open it up here. Okay, yeah, so there's quite a few on each disc. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. All right, so only 2 discs, so 5 movies a disc, but given what they are, typically like shorter kids movies, I think that's probably perfectly fine. So yeah, the animation collection, 10 movies for $1. So that's all the family movies I grabbed on DVD. So let's move over. I got a couple fantasy now to talk about. So these next two I'm going to put in the fantasy category, I guess, but I'll show them at the same time. Like, look how similar they are. So we have Dragon Kingdom, and that one is from, when is it? 2019, it looks like. And then from 2018, Viking Siege. So obviously they're both fantasy dragon type films, but they sound pretty different on the back here. So for, let me put this one down. So for Dragon Kingdom, this one is actually from an executive producer of Game of Thrones. So there's that. But this is a typical, like, they have to save their army, or no, to save their kingdom, rather. They have an army that's trying to go out and fight some monsters, so it sounds very Game of Thrones-esque, at least what I know of it. But this one I am super interested in, because on the back it says, Evil Dead mixed with swords and sorcery. Look at that pull quote from The Sun, whatever The Sun is. But that looks awesome. You can see it definitely looks like a lower budget film, than, especially more low budget than this one you can see on the back here, but I'm sure they're both in the same realm. But yeah, this one just had an awesome pull quote. I could not pass it up. I should also mention that this one is from Uncorked, which, like I said, I've seen a ton from Uncorked this time around. But then you can see on the side there, that's High Octane. I don't remember ever seeing any films from High Octane at the Dollar Tree before. So maybe that's a new one, because there are quite a few I'm going to show between today and tomorrow that were from High Octane. So another publisher to look for potentially at Dollar Tree. But yeah, 2 films that look super similar and just look like a lot of fun. Dragon Kingdom from 2019 and Viking Siege from 2018. All right, so now let's move over to some action films. And this first one here is very much trying to be like Death Wish. You can see the cover. This is called Death Kiss from 2018. And you can see the cover looks very much like a cover from Death Wish. The title is very reminiscent. On the back, it talks about how fans of Death Wish will enjoy this one. So obviously this is going to be very similar. It's going to be a revenge thriller of some sort. But yeah, so it looks interesting. Honestly, I thought this was Bronson is the Death Wish, right? Like, that's right. Correct me down below, but I think it's Bronson, Charles Bronson. But yeah, so I thought that was him on the cover, and I thought it was just kind of a him cashing in type of thing. I didn't realize it was from 2018 until just now. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll see if it's good or not. Death Kiss 2018. Who knows? Obviously trying to be a Death Wish clone. And then we have a superhero film that looks really interesting. I think this is from 2015, it looks like. Another Uncorked. Oh, it's actually an Italian film. Okay. This is called They Call Me Jeeg, I'll go with. I'm not exactly sure how to say that. But it's, I think, a superhero film because it says a superhero like no other. So yeah, I don't know. It won a bunch of indie film awards up there in Italy. So that's good. Maybe it'll be fun. I hope so. Another one that looks like it's just a low budget type of film, but yeah, I'm hoping it'll be interesting. So They Call Me Jeeg. If you know anything about it, let me know down below. If you know anything about any of these, let me know. This one I couldn't pass up because it's very clearly like a Towering Inferno ripoff. This is called Inferno Skyscraper Escape. So it has Towering Inferno the word Inferno in the cover for Towering Inferno. Then it has Skyscraper, of course, reminiscent of Skyscraper with The Rock. So very clearly trying to elicit some type of emotion from you with those. This is from 2017, and it is exactly what you think it is. There is a disaster that strikes a skyscraper, and they are trying to rescue the people inside. And this is another one, High Octane. So another one from High Octane, so that's cool. And I think, yep, this one is High Octane as well. This is called America Has Fallen. And it says on the bottom there, 2 hours to save the president. So this looks like a lot of fun. The action scenes come fast and furious. There is the pull quote there. And highly entertaining from Nerdly UK. Yeah, so this looks fun. I don't know. America's Falling is an edge of your seat, non-stop action epic with intense twists and turns around every corner that will leave you gasping for more. It's from director Tom Getty. So yeah, take a look at the back there so you can see what some of these screenshots look like. Another low budget one that should be a lot of fun. And then this is the last one I put into the action category, and definitely the one I am most excited about because I have wanted to see this movie since I've heard about it because it's all shot in the first person perspective. This is from 2016 and it's called Hardcore Henry. So this one, I want to say this actually had a theatrical release. I might be wrong. It might have been one of those limited ones. I don't know for sure, but I definitely know of this movie. I heard about it when it came out simply because of the gimmick that it was doing, and I've wanted to see it ever since. And so when I saw it at the Dollar Tree, I was like, yes, finally, I can watch this movie. It looks awesome. So really, this is just an action movie, but the gimmick is that it's all done in first person. So we'll see if it's any good or not. I am all up for a gimmicky action movie, so hopefully this one will be as cool as it sounds. So Hardcore Henry is going to wrap up the action movies that I found. These next two I'm going to call drama, I guess. There's probably not the best category for them, but it's what I'm going to use for this video at least. So this is one that I actually picked up on Thursday night. Put it back because I decided I just didn't need it. But then I went home and I kept thinking about it for some reason, this one movie. So then I looked it up on IMDb and there's actually, it's kind of interesting, the story behind it. So this is called Gold and it stars Roger Moore, which I thought was pretty interesting. And it's directed by Peter Hunt. And Ray Milland is in this one as well. So some bigger names in here. So this actually was released in between the first and second movie where Roger Moore played James Bond. And it's kind of controversial because it was filmed in Africa during the apartheid. And so it was very controversial for that, I guess, when it was being made. But they did this one, On Her Majesty's, whatever it is, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, another one directed by Peter Hunt. That was another one that was controversial because it was filmed at the same time or in the same location. And so I want to check it out. Now, I've heard that this might not be the best DVD presentation of it. I cannot tell you if this is widescreen or full screen though, because I was reading some reviews on Amazon and they were talking about finally this is uncut and in widescreen and the picture looks good, but I don't think it was this release. I think it was a different release. So I don't know where this one falls. This one may have come out afterwards and it's widescreen. I have no idea. So I will definitely have to pop this in at some point just to see what the picture quality is like and if it's a widescreen presentation or full screen. Honestly, if it's full screen, I'm just going to get rid of it because I don't watch it if it's not in the original aspect ratio. So yeah, we'll see. But I think it's an interesting enough story that I really wanted to add it to the collection. So Roger Moore kind of taking in the middle of his first and second James Bond movie, he did Gold. So pretty interesting. And again, directed by Peter Hunt. So if you guys know more about this one, let me know because it has a really interesting story that I would like to know more about. But the other one here, and this one, drama's probably a bad category for it, but it's called American Martyr. And I actually looked this one up too because I wasn't sure if I wanted it or not. And it's something, I can't remember what it was. It was like The Trial of Joan of Arc or something like that was the original title. And so the reviews were pretty decent on Letterboxd. Basically, there is this alt-right Christian terrorist who is claiming to hear the voice of God. And so she's committing all of these attacks on federal buildings. So sounds pretty interesting, sounds pretty timely to say the least. So yeah, very intrigued to check out American Martyr. It has a really cool slipcover here too. As long as I can get the sticker off, that'll be a pretty good slipcover. Let's just keep going here. So This is one which, like, this one technically might be considered horror. I kind of put it in the thriller category, though. But this is called The Sonata. And I thought this one looked pretty interesting. It does have Rutger Hauer in it, which is cool. And then Freya Tingley, who I'm guessing is on the cover there. I recognize her, but I can't place her. I don't know exactly where I know her from. But this is from Screen Media, and it was released in 2018, it looks like. She discovers his last musical masterpiece after they take over this mansion, and it kind of unleashes this evil. So maybe it should have gone in the horror collection, but it just felt more thriller-y to me. So either way, I'm putting it here. So that is The Sonata with Rutger Hauer. This one looks really cool. I'm going to stick this in like thriller/crime. But this has Ethan Hawke, Noomi Rapace, and Mark Rapace. I could be butchering that, but Mark Strong. This is called Stockholm. So this is based on the 1973 bank heist where the term Stockholm Syndrome stems from. And so I'm very intrigued to check this one out. It's going to, based on a true crime. You guys know I love my true crime. So yeah, very excited to check out Stockholm. I'd never even heard of this, but it has an awesome cast to it. So yeah, very intrigued to check this one out. It looks really good. And then this one I was really iffy on grabbing. I did grab one on Blu-ray as well, but there is a like 3-pack on Hamilton book that's relatively cheap on Blu-ray. And so I'll probably end up getting that and getting rid of this. But in the meantime, I now have Ocean's 13 in my collection on DVD. So this is actually a series. I have not seen any of these. So I own the original Ocean's 11, which is like with the Rat Pack, if you know about that one. But I've never seen any of like the remake or the sequels at all. Even Ocean's 8, the female-led Ocean's movie. I haven't seen that either. So I don't know much about these other than they are, I believe, like crime films, heist films, maybe. But they have an awesome cast to them, so I'm really excited to check that out. So Ocean's 13 on DVD. Like I said, that one will probably end up being traded off eventually once I upgrade to Blu-ray, but it is what it is. This next one here is from Magnolia Home Entertainment. Another one I was really reticent to grab, and only because I don't have the first one. This is actually a sequel. This is called Pusher 2 with Blood on My Hand. So I actually saw the original Pusher years and years ago, and it was awesome. It is an excellent like crime action movie. It was just done so well. So I've always wanted to see the sequels, and it's directed by Nicholas, I'm going to say his name wrong, but Nicholas Winding Refn. Again, I know I'm butchering that and I apologize, but he is an excellent director. And so because I watched some of his other work, I wanted to check this one out. And so I watched Pusher, loved it, and I knew I needed to see the rest of the movies, but I just never got around to them. So now I have the sequel. I have to get the other two. Yeah, very cool. Great. The first one was excellent. So hopefully I will like the rest of them as they go on here. So now we're going to move into some comedy. I think I have a couple comedy. Yeah, two. First up, I never heard of this before, and I think it's a TV series. Yeah, I think it's 21 hilarious episodes. So this is Pale Force with Jim Gaffigan and Conan O'Brien. What? Like, how have I not heard of this? This sounds amazing. I don't even know what year this is from. 2009 is what the DVD is dated, so maybe it's from around there. But yeah. Oh, this was actually on Late Night with Conan O'Brien. Oh, okay. I never really watched that. Frankly, I was never really a huge Conan fan. It just is what it is. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to check this out because it looks really interesting. I love animated, like adult animation. And so I'm hoping this one will fit that bill. So it looks really cool. So Pale Force, I think, is season 1 of that. So 21 or 22 episodes, whatever it was. Okay, so this next one is interesting because there are sometimes now used movies at the Dollar Tree, and I've never gotten one before, but frankly, this might be one of them. I don't know. This was the only one I saw there. The only one that had this little sticker on it too. This is School for Scoundrels. So you have, of course, Napoleon Dynamite and then Billy Bob Thornton here. So it should be pretty good. It says Bad Santa meets Napoleon Dynamite. That's what Rolling Stone said. So I love both of those movies. So I'm hoping I'll like it. You know what though? Let me open this because nothing on here. You can take a look. Nothing on here indicates that this is a previously viewed title. So let me open it and see if I can tell a little bit more. I'm hoping it's not, but as long as it works, I guess it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, this is definitely... This is actually a Blockbuster exclusive DVD. Yeah, not in the best shape, but it'll work, I'm sure. something I would have, been fine picking up from the thrift store for 50 cents. So $1 is not that big of a deal. I'll have to see if I can get that off eventually here, but yeah, it looks like it's a sticker, so I probably won't be messing with that. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but whatever. This obviously was a previously viewed one that just wasn't marked. So if you're out looking and you don't want previously viewed, don't grab ones that have this sticker on it because they are Blockbuster previous rentals. So keep that in mind, but still happy to have this one. I've never seen it before and it looks hilarious. I like these actors, so hopefully I will enjoy that one. And now let's move over. I guess this is wrapping up the DVDs here with some sci-fi movies. So first up, we have a movie called Battalion, another one from High Octane. This one is an alien invasion movie. Basically, this army of machines from a parallel universe sparks a massive world war. So you guys know I'm down for that. Hopefully, it will be able to kind of live above its low budget, I guess I'll say. But it looks like a lot of fun, and I love alien invasion, so hopefully that'll be cool. And then we have one where you have a really cool looking robot on the cover, along with Danny Trejo. Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up. This is called Cartel 2045, a new breed of drug war. So yeah, this is going to be like a crime action movie, but set in the future. So very intrigued to check this one out. They clearly have very high expectations for us for the next 24 years here, so we'll see if we can live up. But yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. Danny Trejo's probably in this for like a cameo, but that's how it goes. So yeah, you can take a look at the back there. This is another one from Uncorked Entertainment, so hopefully this sci-fi flick will be worth it. Oh, look at these two. This is so cool. So just ridiculous. We have the Jurassic Games and Jurassic Thunder. So the Jurassic Games, I remember seeing this, or I watched part of it or heard about it. It was on like Amazon Prime, I think is where I saw it. And then Jurassic Thunder, I don't know anything about, but yeah, history's most dangerous predator just got an upgrade. So I guess they're going to use dinosaurs for war. I don't know. Sounds amazing. But yeah, this one is very interesting. These dinosaurs are going, you know what? I actually think I've seen this one. The dinosaurs are going after the convicts. I am 90% certain I've seen this movie, and it was not great, but not one I'm upset that I have in my collection now. Will I watch it again? Honestly, probably not, but I have to check my letterbox because I'm pretty certain I watched this one. But Jurassic Thunder, I know I haven't. So two big dinosaur, if you put big dinosaurs on the cover, it's just like putting Danny Trejo on there. I'm not going to pass it up. Like, these look awesome. So the Jurassic Games and Jurassic Thunder. And then let's just wrap it up here, wrap up the DVDs at least with this one here. This is another one that's a sequel, and so now I have to find the original. But this is Iron Sky: The Coming Race. So this is a sci-fi film. You can see there's a dinosaur on the back, which I'm a sucker for a dinosaur, apparently. But yeah, this one looks like a lot of fun. And the original, I believe, is just called Iron Sky. It is kind of like a fantasy sci-fi flick with a lot of action in it. So yeah, very excited to check out this sequel. Oh, gosh. Oh boy, it says, "Let's Make Earth Great Again." So obviously, around when this came out, sometime between 2016 and 2020. Let's see, 2019 is when this one was released. So yeah, I remember seeing people pick this up in like their Walmart or like the Tuesday shopping trips. I remember seeing people pick this one up from Walmart at $10. So that's the good thing with those movies. If you wait long enough, you're going to find them at the Dollar Tree for $1. So I'm glad I paid $1 for it and not 10. But that's the last DVD I picked up. So now let's jump over to those Blu-rays. Like the DVDs, I broke these down into like loose categories. I'm calling this first set here, the first two are family movies. This first one is not from this wave. I've seen it in multiple waves over the past year or so, but I decided to pick it up this time because, again, my daughter's getting more into movies, and so I figure she'll like this. This is Little Miss Doolittle. So obviously it's going to be kind of a new telling of the Dr. Doolittle story where the animals are talking to her. So I don't know. Looks cute enough, and it comes with the DVD and the Blu-ray, so she'll be able to watch it in the car, which is always good. And then this is related to one of the DVDs I picked up. This is a double feature, A Turtle's Tale, Sammy's Adventure, and A Turtle's Tale 2, which is subtitled Sammy's Escape from Paradise. And then I believe that is like the DVD I showed is kind of like not the third movie, but I believe there was actually a TV series based on this, and then that movie is based on the TV series. So yeah, it's the big universe of Turtles Tales here from what is this from? From Cinedigm, it looks like. So yeah, just another cool double feature for the family collection on Blu-ray. So yeah, excited to add this one. I think these ones should be pretty cute. I guess we'll call these next 4 here action thrillers. I think that'll work. First up is Red Rage. And I was seeing this one on DVD a lot at the first couple stores I went to. I didn't really have an interest in it, but then when I saw it on Blu-ray, I don't know, my interest peaked a little bit more. And so I decided to grab it. I think this is about a drug, like Red Devil is a super addictive drug. And so it's going to be a crime thriller based on that. Again, only reason I really grabbed this one is because it was on Blu-ray and it looked interesting enough. So that's good enough for Blu-ray. And then we have an action one here with Danny Trejo's in this one, Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell, and Johnny Messner. This is Silencer. So just another action one. Let's see, a retired hitman. Hitman must leave the quiet life he has built to rescue a young girl kidnapped by the kingpin of a ruthless drug cartel played by Danny Trejo. So this one should be pretty fun. You can take a look at the back here. And this is another one from Cinedigm. So a few on Blu-ray from Cinedigm already, which is interesting. And then this one, another one with just an awesome action cast. Dolph Lundgren, Chuck Liddell, Mickey Rourke is in this. That's awesome. Another Cinedigm release. This is War Pigs. So when failure is not an option, War Pigs don't back down. So this is just going to be one of those war films, probably a very standard war movie when it comes down to it. I'm guessing they are kind of the mercenary end of the military. So yeah, War Pigs looks interesting. And then I was actually really excited to find this one because I have the other 2 in this series. I think this is the last of it. I don't know if it's number 2 or number 3, but it's the last one I needed in my collection. This is Rampage Capital Punishment. So this one is, like I said, the third and final one I needed for the Rampage series. And these are all directed by, I'm going to butcher this. My buddy told me how to say it, but it's like Yui Boll. I know I'm butchering that, but you know who I'm talking about. And yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I definitely want to watch these. I want to do a series review on them, hopefully sometime soon, because they look like a heck of a lot of fun. And I really have not spent enough time with his movies, so this would be a good excuse to do that. So Rampage, Capital Punishment, that's the last like action thriller I grabbed. I would stick these next few here in the crime category. The first one is from Echo Bridge as well. This is called Things I Do for Money. And this one is about this 17-year-old genius cellist. So there's that. But his life is thrown upside down when his brother's involvement with an underground crime organization kind of takes over. So yeah, I don't know. Looks pretty action-packed and should be pretty fun. I don't recognize any of the actors on this one, but I'm not going to pass up $1 Blu-ray, especially when it's an action film. And then we have Original Gangster, Hero or Menace?
You decide.
So yeah, this is another just crime movie. Looks like a lot of fun on the back here. Just looks kind of bonkers. Directed by Savas D. Michael, who I don't know. But yeah, it should be interesting. A Original Gangster, obviously going to be a crime/gangster film. And then we are going to get into kind of some of the, like, at least titles I recognized. This one is Ocean's 12. So I now have Ocean's 12 and Ocean's 13. Of course, I'm missing Ocean's 11, and like I said, I will probably just get rid of these 2 when I upgrade for the triple pack on Blu-ray, but in the meantime, I figured I would grab it. Frankly, if anyone's interested in it and they weren't able to find it, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, and we can work out something. But yeah, Ocean's 12, another one. The cast just looks amazing. So let's go. This one is drama, I guess. This is called Last Flag Flying, and the cast is incredible. So Bryan Cranston, Steve Carell, and Lawrence Fishburne. Like, that's amazing. And it has a slipcover, which is awesome. As long as I can get this sticker off, it has a slipcover. But yeah, so this is a veteran seeks out 2 of his fellow Marines, forming a bond over the sore memories of their own troubled past. So this one is definitely going to be on the dramatic side of things, but with that cast, I'm sure it's going to deliver. So very intrigued to check this one out. I don't know who directed this one, and I don't see it. So interested to see who directed this. But yeah, Last Flag Flying. I've heard this one is really good. My buddy said this one was awesome. So wrapping it up now, the very last one for part 1. We have a movie that I actually reviewed for a website I was writing for back in I don't know, 2010, 2011, whenever it was. And this stars one of my favorite actors, Joaquin Phoenix. And frankly, this is one of the reasons he's one of my favorites. This is called I'm Still Here. So if you don't know what this is, it is fascinating. So basically, it is kind of Joaquin Phoenix kind of messing with the media, basically. Like, it's supposed to be a documentary, and the people he's talking to in this, you know, different media people, believe it's a documentary where he's kind of on this downward spiral. But it's not really what it seems. And it's just fascinating. Like, Joaquin Phoenix is playing Joaquin Phoenix, but he's definitely playing a character. This movie was fascinating to me. I really enjoyed it. It has been a very long time since I've seen it, and I must have sold it at some point because I don't have it in my collection anymore. But yeah, very excited to add it back. I will definitely give this one another watch because I think it's just one of those really interesting pieces of film that deserve to be watched. So check this one out if you haven't seen it. If you do see it at your Dollar Tree this weekend, it's worth $1. Pick it up and give it a shot, especially if you like Joaquin Phoenix. Like I said, one of my favorites, so I loved it. So that is the last Blu-ray I grabbed in this haul. All right, so there are all the Blu-rays I grabbed, at least. Like I said, there were a ton more Blu-rays this time around than I normally see at my Dollar Trees, so it worked out really well for me. But like I said, guys, this is just part 1, so stay tuned. I will post part 2, hopefully tomorrow. You guys will see the rest, and that's going to be 100% horror movies, and you guys know Dollar Tree loves doing their cheap indie horror films, so I'm really excited about that video as well. There's going to be over 40 in that one too, so definitely check back tomorrow for that video. But let me know down in the comments below, what have you found? Is there anything here that you're seeing for the first time? Is there anything that you think that you found that you think I might enjoy, that I might want to go back out for? Let me know that down in the comments below. I always appreciate your guys' comments, so thank you so much for leaving those. As always, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a like down below. That really does help me out, and maybe consider subscribing as well. Like I always say, I don't just talk movies, I talk all things media, be it books, movies, video games, manga, graphic novels. If it's media related, I'm interested, and if you are too, you might consider subscribing. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.